Deanna of the Pretty Girls Guide, and today's video is going to be about I can't do that right. My brows. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that a few weeks ago I got my brows threaded and I said I would do a reaction video to my experience and kind of what I think about the whole threading thing because I've been a waxing girl for so long. So this is that video, and my brows today have no makeup in them. I kind of did my face and then brushed my brows out so you could see what they really look like after actually almost a month of having them threaded. So there you go. My brows are actually pretty thick in general, which I've told you guys before. But yeah, so let's talk about this threading. I decided to get my brows threaded at the suggestion of my friend Candace. I normally get my brows waxed, but because I have not been able to see my wax person for a really long time because I live far away from where the shop is that I go to, and my brows were getting out of control. Like, it was bad. Makeup couldn't even fix it no more, girl. It was bad. I decided to bite the bullet and get my brows threaded, which I've always been afraid of because I'm so used to waxing. I was afraid that if I got my brows threaded, that the person would mess them up. And that is actually one of my first tips. If you're thinking about getting your brows threaded, I would suggest going to someone that is recommended by someone who already gets their brows threaded. Like, I could have gone to my friend Candace's threader, but I didn't. So second part to that piece of advice, if you can't do that, always watch the person who is going to thread your brows if that's possible before they do it. When I went to Brow Art 123 or 321 or something like that, the one that's normally in the mall. And before I got my brows threaded, I actually sat there and watched the girls. There were 3 girls in there. I watched them do other people's brows. Like, girls go before me. Go ahead, girl. You good. I'm just waiting. So I let them go ahead of me, and I'm glad that I did because the person that would have been doing my brows, because I was next in line, no, she made that girl's brows too thin. I was like, nope. Can't do it. But the girl that I wound up going to, I actually chose her because the girl that she was doing while I was there, her brows looked like I wanted mine. Thicker, with a good arch, and just not too thin. I can't do the thin brows. It gives me heart palpitations. So those are my 2 tips. Definitely either go to someone who's recommended or watch the person who's going to do yours first. The downsides of threading would be the pain. It does hurt kind of more than waxing because of the way they do it. They take the thread, they wrap it around the hairs, they go because they hold it with their teeth or something, and they get them hairs out, girl. And it feels like, you remember those like little poppers that you used to have as a child that you throw at people and it hits them? It's like, ah, that's how it feels. It literally feels like as they pull the hairs, it goes, ah. But right after they pull them out, the pain is gone, whereas waxing, it can hurt for a while and leave your skin red and irritated. Threading doesn't do that. It hurts while they're doing it, and then as soon as they stop, the pain stops. So that was cool. My eyes did water a little bit. It's a very shocking pain. It's not like overwhelming, but it's shocking. So that's a downside, that it's a kind of more painful, and it takes longer. It's not just slap it on, wax it off. It's like, I gotta go in and literally do some brow art. They working on it. They getting you together. So it does take a little bit longer. My session probably was like 15 minutes or so. But the benefits greatly outweigh the downsides, if you can even call it that. First of all, it's a lot more sanitary. Since they're not using wax, they're not using the sticks that they dip in and put on your face. And the thing with the dipping of the stick, I used to work in a salon. It was always a big thing about making sure you only dip once. Some people aren't as attentive as other people, and they will double dip the stick, and that can cause issues depending on where they're dipping the stick and putting it on somebody, because they can dip the stick, put it in there, wax someone down there, and then dip the stick back in, and that stick is dirty. So it's definitely more cleanly. It's more precise because they're going in and actually pulling out brows, hairs, kind of like one by one or in groups. They can get very clean lines, whereas with wax, it's harder because you put the wax on your skin, but wax is malleable. Is that the word? It moves. So it can like seep in, and if you press down on wax too hard before it's dry, it can like go into places or make shapes out of itself. It moves. Thread don't move unless you put it there. Wax moves and can pull out the wrong hairs and jack up your brows. So cleanliness, precise, and it's longer lasting. I have had my brows threaded almost a month ago, about a month ago. And I probably won't go back for like another week or so. So definitely more long lasting. And less chance of damage. The downside to waxing has always been that you could possibly burn your skin. And if you burn your skin, you actually burn the hair follicles and make your hair unable to grow back through that scar tissue. So the fact that you're not dealing with anything hot or anything like that, it's really, really more beneficial overall. So I guess I might be a threading girl from now on. I mean, the definition that my brows got from that threading was on point. I was looking at the mirror like, girl, what? Make you feel yourself. So yes, I would recommend threading to the ladies who have not tried it. If you're worried about pain, I honestly am a believer in sometimes beauty is pain, and the pain from the threading, like I said, does not last as long as the pain for waxing. Oh, and for girls who are worried about, like, if you're using acne treatments or anything like that, I know some treatments you can't get waxing because it irritates the skin, or if you have a lot of issues with skin irritation or sensitive skin, the wax can really damage or hurt your skin or leave you red. Threading is the best option. I had no irritation after. I was so pleased. So looks like the Pretty Girls Guide is team threading from now on. Whoop, whoop. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will definitely address them. And until next time, guys, go out and get your brows threaded. Go hook yourself up, girl. Hook yourself up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Pretty Girls Guide, and don't forget to check out the blog, www.theprettigirlsguide.com. Until next time, guys, bye. Keep them brows right on fleek. What?